Hey y'all, I'm rounding out Thrilling News Thursday with some slamming international news just for you. Of course, I am Molasses Jones, your host, impresario. We're going to start off with some really good news. It seems that in India, a major Hindu nationalist group, indicates a softening stance on homosexuality. Now, as you know, a recent court came down with a penal code after having years of acceptance of LGBT people within the law. Penal Code 377 say, oh, y'all got to stop all that gay sex going on, as if. Anyway, it's good to know that the courts are suggesting that, people might have their own things in mind, like having sex. To me, and sweet TV, sweet entertainment, sex is sex. It's something natural, something that even the Bible talks mounds and mounds about. And all the people that were creating all of the things that are talked about in the Bible, even in the Christian Bible, which is never, the sex that is all over the Bible is never mentioned in church, except if it's a derogatory mention about gays and lesbians and women. I find it very, very odd after having read the book myself. Anyway, sex is sex and should be enjoyed. Right, Oprah? Anyway, let's go on to Australian footballer, 23-year-old Ryan Anderson. Marley has come out officially as gay, and he's cute. You guys should look him up. Let me spell his name. It's Rhyin Anderson Marley. 23 years old, handsome guy. It's a semi-pro league. However, that comes with some stature. And again, he's a good-looking dude. So you should check out Ryan and support him. He's a part of our community out of Australia. Kenyan Flex Amoyo was mentioned last week in international news, but however, we didn't have his name. So I wanted to send my condolences to the Kenyan LGBT community and say, hey, we are listening, we are watching, and we are sharing. Flex Amoyo, who hung himself last week, sent a text to his friends before doing so and asked to simply be buried nicely. Our condolences to that community. Japanese activist Yuri Kochiyama, who was also an ally of Malcolm X, died at 93 this week. In Singapore, courts ruled against Lawrence Bernard Wee, who brought a case up to the Supreme Court for workplace discrimination. We don't have all of the details, but it did make international news. Speaking, now that we're in Asia, we're kind of in that area, George Takai, who's been working as an activist, you know him from the series, not Star Wars. Oh, shucks, my mind is forming a blank here. But it was like that, I should stop here. I'm going to leave it there. George Takai won a GLAAD Media Vito Russo Award for his activism around the world towards equality and also coming out. Thank you, Mr. Takai. I know, I'll go and find the name of the series that you were on with Whoopi Goldberg, etc. It wasn't Star Wars, was it? No, Star Wars was the movie. Anyway, the first LGBT Council of Colombia met in Bogota to begin setting down guidelines that guarantee the full human rights. They left that part out of equality for gay, lesbian, bisexual, and trans people in the city. So shout out to Bogota. I hope that you keep posting information about your meetings because, yes, of course, we'd like to be involved in sharing that news. In other international news, the University of West Indies' recent firing of Professor Brendan Bain caused a firestorm in the LGBT community because of the professor's stance that it is important to have HIV education in a university setting. So we'll probably be hearing more because there's a bit of drama happening there. Speaking of drama, Backroom deal rules out same-sex unions in Slovak constitution. It looks like they just, they didn't vote or anything. They set up a law which would make it even illegal to start to talk about it or to bring this question up in their constitution. This is a shame. It should not happen. There are people in Slovak now who are just like, what the hell is our government doing towards us? I feel so sad for you. Richard Martinez, father of Chris Martinez, has been speaking to the media, but one thing that's different about Mr. Martinez is that he's not making a book. He has no interest in writing a movie. He has no interest in politics. He wants to get the story out about gun violence. So one thing that he has been doing is speaking to local politicians and other people who have been inundated with violence, major violence. And what he said is, when he asked a politician, one of the reasons why he doesn't want to go into politics is he asked a politician why he wore a $2,000 Armani suit, and the politician, who will remain nameless, replied, well, people need to feel like the people that they vote in office are better than them. And so Mr. Martinez responds, well, wearing a $2,000 suit or any suit doesn't imply implicitly, explicitly, the idea that one is better. A lot of these backward ideas, it doesn't matter what a person has on. What are their thoughts? Where's their heart? What are their passions? What are their pursuits? What are their goals and dreams? What are their successes? Those are the things that I don't think achieving betterment of someone else is possible, but betterment of oneself is highly likely if you work really hard and sometimes go through a lot of bullshit. Anyway, 3 men were found guilty of beating Wilfred DeBruyn and his partner in Paris last year, and they were finally taken into custody. These guys have been in custody, I guess, for 1 year. However, they finally have been charged and convicted, and now will be serving time. So if you remember those horrible pictures, they were sent around the web last year. Thank goodness DeBruyn actually sent those out, because we probably did not know that story. Thank goodness for social media. And lastly, before we do our birthday shout outs, before we shout out the new likes that we have on the page, I wanted to say a personal bit of very, very good news coming out of Africa. The president of Cameroon, Paul Biya, has been stopping the arrests of gay men who have been prolifically happening since Uganda came up with their bill, solely on the basis of their sexual orientation. So thank you so much, Paul Biya, for leading equality in Africa. So that's our international news, and because we have international fans from all over the world, I can't help but adding a little bit of juicy yumminess to Sweet TV's international news. First, we're going to start off with the birthdays. Happy birthday to Chaplain Candy Beckel, who is a Dallas Cowboys fan from New Jersey. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Alejandra. Love Michael. Michael Jackson's UN International Fan Club. She's from Las Vegas, Nevada. Armanda Fernandez of Mexico City. Happy birthday, girl. P Flag, New Mexico. From Lordsburg, New Mexico. Happy birthday. Scott Long of Cambridge, Mass. Get in touch with me, Scott. He's doing some great work as a fellow of the Harvard Human Rights Fellowship Program. So happy birthday to you, Scott. Marina MJ of Hungary. Happy birthday. Wasim Luz of Los Angeles, California. Antu Celeste of Las Palmas, Chaco, Argentina. Thank you all, my friends who have birthdays today. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you. And also, I wanted to do another little bit for the newest Sweet Fam members. Those of you who have liked recently, the last 5 have been Peter from Uganda, Maria it's Maria Guadalupe from del Estado de Mexico. Thank you. Felicidades and welcome. Bienvenidos aquí in Sweet TV. Flo Jackson from Wisconsin, who hails from Austria. Welcome to Sweet TV. And Julie Godzall from Newport, United Kingdom. Welcome to the Sweet family. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to Sweet TV. This is our official channel. This fall is going to be crazy. You're going to be inundated with more loveliness, hopefully some surprises. If you have a person who has news, if you have a personal news story, no matter where in the world it is, send it in to us at sweetentertainmentproductions@gmail.com. Don't forget that S on the end because we are productions. We don't just do one. I think I like that. I'm keeping that one. Have a great day. Today's Thrilling News Thursday. Share us with a friend.